I wanted to share with you about the time that I learned that change has to start with me. I was working welcoming foreigners to come into India and settle down, and I wanted them to respect Indians and look up to us. But I would often hear expatriates say, Indians lack the finesse and don't really look like they can be confident in the world. So I decided that I needed to learn some skills about this. That year, Sushmita Sen had won the Miss Universe title for our nation. And there was a coach that she had used called Cindy Seed, who had taught Sushmita Sen all the elegant art of speaking, behaving, dressing, and interacting internationally. I decided to go and find Cindy Seed myself. She lived in San Francisco. I found her through a local San Francisco newspaper and requested her to enroll me in her class. She did take me on as a one-to-one student and taught me so many important skills that were necessary to be and feel like a global Indian. Let's look at a couple of examples. The art of speaking in a Western way. Many of us speak English. But how many of us are aware that it is important to use a lot more pleases and thank yous in order to sound respectful? Or even the art of modulating your voice so that you get people's attention when you speak to them. Take the second example of eating with a fork and knife. All I was used to is eating with a spoon. And here there were 5 forks and 5 knives, and you had to learn which one goes with what. Another thing that I learned that was very important is the use of titles. You use Mr. or Mrs. If the name is Laura Kingsley, you call her either Mrs. Kingsley or Laura, but you're never supposed to call her Mrs. Laura. And so on and so on. I learned all these things and came back home. And in the long run, what happened is I was able to help establish an important intercultural learning academy in our company, which today enters so many corporates and empowers thousands of global Indians who speak and feel confident as they interact with the world. I'm very grateful that I learned this lesson. I had wanted the world to respect India, and what did I have to do? I had to first learn to respect and understand their ways of working. So really, Gandhiji's sentence is so true. Be the change you want to see in the world.